When you're in a relationship and the other person completes you and you complete them, that's never a healthy dynamic. What's good, YouTube? Another day, another video. Alright, so today I'm gonna tell you guys 3 reasons why being dumped is actually good. What's good? Being dumped, apparently. But this happened to me very recently, okay? So I know what I'm talking about here. At first you're devastated, you're crushed, you've been left behind, you've been abandoned. You're thinking, how is this good? How could this possibly be a good thing? Well, I'm about to tell you 3 ways why it's good. You're alone now. This is good. Especially if you were super into this relationship and you felt like you couldn't live without the other person. They completed you. That's not good. Now you have time to yourself to complete yourself. And when you're a whole person on your own and you don't need any other human to feel whole, now you can attract the kind of person that is actually beneficial to you. When you're in a relationship and the other person completes you and you complete them, that's never a healthy dynamic. You want 2 people who are both whole and who complement each other's lives. You don't want 2 halves of a person coming together to make a whole. That's not a healthy relationship. You gotta be okay by yourself. You gotta be happy with yourself on your own. And right now, if you've just been dumped, you probably don't feel too happy about yourself. You feel rejected and like your value has been lowered, which it has by this other person in their perspective, in their mind. But you don't live in their mind. You don't live in your ex's mind. You live in your own mind. Okay? So you control how you see yourself. You control how you think. Your mind is yours. Own it. Master it. So mastering your mind and getting control of yourself, being dumped is gonna do that. You have no choice. You have to do that. What are you gonna do? Be depressed instead? That's an option. You're probably gonna feel that for a while. But eventually you're just gonna have to get a hold of yourself, and you're gonna have to start rebuilding your own life on your own terms and not with another person. So yeah, number 1, being alone and growing as a person, as an individual. Being dumped is good. You get to grow, and you get to grow so fast. You weren't gonna grow this quickly, this dramatically, in a short period of time, unless you had some kind of calamity, some kind of huge event that forces this upon you. So good reason number 1 to be dumped. You're forced to grow. You have no choice. You are now going to become a better person. You're going to be a higher tier, higher value person because of this event. Well, okay, not everyone. Some might break you and you just might never get over it. I guess that's a possibility too, but that's not you. Reason number 2 why being dumped is good. You get to find out what kind of person you want to be with. So reason number 1, you get to find out who you are and grow as a person and become better. Reason number 2, now that you're better, who do you want to be with? Because this person that dumped you, things weren't working out with that person. Who is the type of person you should be with? Because there's someone out there, there's probably lots of people out there that are going to complement your personality, that are going to appreciate what you bring to the table, that are going to appreciate your energy, your vibe. It leaves space for the kind of person that you actually want in your life to come in to your life. And they're not coming into this old you, they're coming into the upgraded, like the 2.0 version of you. Not only are they better for you, but now you are better too. So this is just gonna lead to your next relationship just being leaps and bounds better than the one that you just got out of. It's already set up like this. So yeah, all those things, all those negative qualities that you slowly start to realize about your ex, you're gonna be like, when you start meeting new people, you're gonna be like, I like this, I don't like this reminds me of my ex, I don't like that. And you just get to really see what you're about and what you want. Now it's your choice. What do I want? Because before, I have to consider them too. And the longer you're in a relationship, the longer you're in that state where you're considering always the other person. But now it's like you're only considering yourself. So it's what you want. So number 2, you get to decide what you want. All right, the third reason is you get to work on your goals. You get to, because if you've been in this relationship any amount of time, like a decent amount of time, a few years, you probably lost track of your goals. You got too comfortable, too complacent, because you got this woman and you're getting all the feel-good hormones and chemicals in your brain from her. You know, she's cooking for you. You're thinking things are pretty sweet and it's just gonna stay like this, and you get comfortable. There's nothing pushing you. There's no reason to grab life by the balls. grab life by the horns, grab the bull by the balls. I don't know. You have no incentive. There's nothing pushing you to achieve, to strive. But now you've been dumped. Now you're all alone. Now you gotta figure something else out. You gotta refocus on what are you doing with your life. Like your whole life's goals and everything gets like sharper. It's like you're in this cloud of a relationship. You're in this, it's kind of like a dream. Everything's great, like you got everything you want. You feel so good all the time, just too comfortable. And you lose track and you lose sight of where you're trying to go. This happens. Now you've been dumped. Now you remember, oh wait, I was trying to do something with my life. I was trying to achieve this, and this. Now those things become your top priority. Now you have all this extra time. You don't have this other person consuming so much of your time and energy, and you can refocus it on your goals. You can, if you didn't have any goals before, now you can make some. Now you have time. You have all this time and energy to do you. So make a list. Make a list of things you want to achieve. Me, I'm doing this like daily. I'm updating my list. I'm hopefully crossing something off the list. Just once your mind starts to get going, and this takes time. If you've been dumped recently, give yourself a month, 2 months. Give yourself some time to grieve the loss. You don't have to, you're not gonna feel like doing this right away. Right now you're in the depths. You're down bad. You're going through it. That's not gonna last. That will go away. The withdrawals from the chemicals with that person, those withdrawals will go away. You're gonna start to feel okay. It's just gonna happen. But yeah, and then you're gonna start to see all the good things. Once you're over the withdrawal symptoms, you know, the oxytocin and dopamine you were getting from that person in your life. Once you get over that and you kind of restabilize, recalibrate, and you're working on yourself, you're doing your thing, you're exercising, you're reading, meditating, you're just progressing, you're just improving yourself. And then the goals and the purpose will just come. Once you get your habits right, once you're living your daily life correctly, once you're on point with everything, it'll fall into place. And you'll start to see, wow, look how far I've come. You'll start to see, like, when I was in the relationship, I did not make this much progress in a few months. You probably didn't. there's a really good chance you didn't. That's why that breakup probably happened. You weren't on your shit. You weren't grinding. You weren't on your mission. But now you can be on your mission. Now you can reestablish yourself, your own life. I know you got this. This is a good thing. Okay? It doesn't seem like it. I just gave you 3 reasons why it's good. If you disagree, please comment below. So that's the 3 reasons why it's good to be dumped. I mean, I'm sure you got lots of reasons why it's bad. That's not hard to think of reasons why it's bad. It feels bad. It feels bad to be dumped. But you know, your feelings aren't always the most important thing. Especially as a man, you shouldn't prioritize your feelings. You should really try to think of things rationally. And rationally, these are the reasons why it's good. You're gonna grow as a person. You're gonna find yourself. You're gonna figure out what you want in a partner, which is important. It's probably not. You start to see the relationship wasn't as good as you thought. Because after you get dumped, you put the person on a pedestal. The act of them dumping you raises their value, lowers yours. That's just what happens. Just from them dumping you. Even if it has nothing to do with your actual value or their actual value. So yeah, it feels bad, but if you think about it, it is good. You're making space for a new person that you can choose now on better criteria. As the upgraded 2.0 version of yourself, you focus on your goals and your purpose. You refocus and see things as they actually are, instead of clouded by this chemical cocktail of like oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin from this like love, romantic thing you got going on. You're kind of seeing things how they actually are. Because when you're in a long-term relationship and you're living with someone, you're with them all the time, that becomes your reality, and that reality just gets more and more detached from concrete, real reality. It becomes kind of like this love fantasy, this couple. You're building this story together. And these like real life things kind of fall by the wayside. Like female nature, you start to think, oh, you know deep down, like, oh, women are like this. But then when you're with your woman, you get the sneaking suspicion, oh, maybe mine's different. Maybe my woman, it doesn't follow these rules of female nature. And that's when you're living in a fantasy. And that's why when you get dumped, you get shook back into reality. And that's a place of strength. Living in reality is a place of strength. You don't want to live in a delusional fairy tale of like Disney romantic love. So that's a bonus good thing of being dumped, is that you snap back to reality. To quote Eminem. Alright guys, it's been real. I'm signing off. Hope y'all have a great day. And you got this. Don't even trip. Don't stress. Don't be depressed. It's all good. And you'll be alright. I'm out.